Yo, right here in the small box. Yo, Aubrey. Yo, Aubrey. Aubrey, gang. Are you afraid to rap? What's going on, bro? What's going on, bro? I'm confused. Are you afraid to rap or what? And yo, who is Ben the Don, by the way? Because he's just a streamer. But the reason why I say that is because who is Ben the Don to tell Drake, yo, I need more bars on the album? What's going on here? I thought you had numerous people listen to the album already and they said it's fire. Yo, let me tell you something. This is what happens when you're surrounded by yes men. You not only become a yes man, but you're also blinded from actually knowing what to do as an artist because you're surrounded by all these individuals that just keep nodding their head like they know what's going on. Not saying that it's a bad idea, but look at who Drake is, and then look at Ben the Don as a streamer. You're letting a streamer tell you what's good. Bro, I thought you're the one that's supposed to be telling and letting people know what's good. What's the whole point of the appeal? Because you really believe deep down in your heart that you've been done wrong because you are the greatest. Am I right, Aubrey? So yo, we got hot new hip hop right here, man. This fell on my front desk. This fell on my desk. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, yeah, we gonna talk about it, bro. So let's go ahead and read this before we start the video. Ben the Don, Twitch or Kickstream or whatever, says he asked Drake to record more bars for Iceman after he heard a preview of the album that reportedly featured more club-oriented tracks. I told the boy, I was like, we want to hear bars. We want to hear some more bars. He had some dope-ass turned-up club shit, the shit for the ladies, and I'm like, bro, I'm trying to hear some bars. You know what's funny? How many times on this channel did I say the future in music is in bars? How many times have I said that? How many platforms have I went to and said that? The future in music is in bars. And now we have Ben the Don right here, letting him know, letting the great boy know. Bro, I need to hear more bars on Iceman. Bro, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But hey, that's what happens, man. I pay close attention to music. The reason why I'm assessing it is because I can give out cheat codes for people in Toronto to outshine other artists. Imagine if some Toronto artists had some time to put some bars together. That would be absolutely crazy. All we got to do is push the music. That's it. But look, enough for me. Listen, you know exactly where you at, bro. You tapped in with the Flexion Mind Network. Let's go ahead and get started. We got Ben the Don and DDG. A quick 45-second video. We're gonna analyze. We're gonna dissect. We're gonna do what we need to do. But before we get started, you know how we do this. So let's make it happen. Let's go. Yo, you, right here in the small box. Right here in the small box. Man, it's bright as hell. I had to switch up the ISO. So, listen, welcome back to the Flex Mind Network. You tapped in with the Flex Mob. Welcome back to the channel. Hey, listen, let's not waste no more time. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel. Let's go ahead and make things happen around here. Let's go.
Iceman on the way.
Did you hear it already?
I heard like 6-7 songs.
Damn, bro.
The hell is this?
Yeah, but I went back when I had heard it. I was like, okay. I said, this shit going crazy. I was like, and I told the boy, I was like, we want to hear bars. Like, we want to hear some more bars because he had like some dope ass, like turned up club shit.
But here's the thing though, Ben the Don. If Iceman is on the way, and a lot of people been saying this for the past how many months? You're ruining the rollout. And on top of that, looking at Drake, you look like you're confused as an artist yourself because you're not sure what to put on the album. You got to be careful because it looks like the more people you try to please is the less likely this album's going to get a crossover on your fans. You need all the help you can get. That's right. But you also need all the strategizing you can do for this album. This hurts that. This makes the album take longer to come out. This project, I understand, is going to be the most important project for your future. But you also need to understand with making changes like this, you got to restructure. You got to re-strategize. You got to reassess. Summer is around the corner, bro. We just hit spring, but you need to understand, you need to drop in spring to seize summer. Tory Lanez is dropping tonight. Tory Lanez is dropping a summer album tonight. After hearing all the snippets off of the album, mind you, Tory Lanez is in jail. Tory Lanez is looking like he's going to take over Toronto's summer with a Floridian sound. That's what it's looking like right now. Drake, you are free. You are walking around. You are doing what you want to do. Tory Lanez is stuck in jail. And they got this man working like Vibes Cartel when he was in prison. And Drake, you need to understand, like, that's not a good look for you, bro. You need to get that through your head. That's not a good look for you. You can't be making last minute changes and decisions to the most important album of your career. That also shows that you're not taking this seriously. Guess what? You need to take this seriously, man. You cannot be lollygagging right now. That's the last thing you want to do. You know? So I'm hearing this with concern. Not for the sake of him himself, but for the sake of the city at the same time. Because the city is waiting. Toronto's waiting. But changes like this, it might not get your point across. You might confuse people.
He had, like, you know what I'm saying, the shit for the ladies. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to hear some bars. And he was like, you know what? Say no more. And then he said, I went back and scratched so much shit. He said, I'm dropping bars on the hell.
So what were you dropping before? See, that's the question I gotta ask. What were you trying to put out before? Were you just trying to put out another Some Sexy Songs for You? The summer edition? Trying to stay away from rapping? Did Kendrick Lamar affect you that much? Did these parasocial fans out there really get in your head? That's crazy to me. That means the battle really hurts you. Aubrey. That's what it looks like. I can't sit here and ignore the tea leaves and ignore the details because I'm literally witnessing this and I'm just like, so what happened to you, man? I thought you were the big dog on campus, but you're looking like a little chihuahua right now, bro. Like, I'm just asking questions because I need clarification. Why make such a decision like this? Is it okay for me to ask questions like that? Am I allowed to use my brain and think? Huh? Because I know how a lot of people out there, especially in Toronto, they're not going to like the things I say because, oh, why are you dissing the boy? It's not about dissing the boy, bro. If you really cared about your great, if you really cared about your king, you'd be critical. You would want to see them do great. You would want to see them be the best. But you need to understand, you also got to sit down and really talk to people sometimes because they really think they know what's going on when in reality they have no idea what they're going on. And what kind of situation is this right now? Hearing Ben Don tell Dre, oh, we need more bars. You know, say no more. That sounds like he doesn't know what's going on. It's crazy to me, bro. That's crazy to me. But it's cool. It's cool, man. Do what you want. But I'm remembering some of the lyrics in the beef, and I'm just like, I ain't gonna lie. I know there's a lot of people in Toronto that hate Kendrick Lamar, but he got that nigga, bro. Like, he got that ninja. I'm just saying, he really got him bad. So you're gonna come out with some club records for the ladies, When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. Bro, stop, bro. Hey, you should have won the battle. I'ma stand on that. You should have won it. You thought you're war general. You went up against a master tactician, a wordsmith, a man with heavy titles under his belt. That's what you went up against. And you thought you were going to win. Bro, the man had you checkmated from when Euphoria dropped. And a lot of people are not ready for that conversation. That's crazy to me. Look, this was a short one. This was a quick one. What more can I say? Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibe. You tapped in with your favorite Canadian reaction channel. Let's see what's going to happen with this little project. Iceman on the way. All right. Don't even get me started on what the man said at the Junos. I'm really trying to stay away from that, by the way. Because you had Nelly Furtado. And Nelly Furtado is celebrating her moment. And you're celebrating her moment by being salty about the moment you should have had. That's childish. That's childish on levels that's quite disappointing. And you're going to shine a bad light on yourself doing that. Especially since you weren't even there. You did a video recording of your congratulations speech to Nelly Furtado and then start to salt on somebody else in the moment. Hey, and listen, it is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and see what else we're going to get into, man. Who knows?